women can give a tremendous gift. When a woman is polarized, when a woman is put in a state where she feels erotically open, yeah, even if it's just a kiss, even if it's just a flirt, even if it's just an eye gaze, the woman starts building inside of her, she's like pregnant with a tremendous spiritual gift.
As we dive into learning how to be erotic, one of the big difficulties, always when we walk the path of Tantra, we walk the path of Shakti, the path of being within creation. The difficulty is that everything that you apply, when done correctly, will lead you to liberation and to complete freedom, enlightenment, ecstasy, and so forth. And this is very, very true for the path of eroticism. It can lead you to liberation extremely quickly. But on the other hand, if you're not doing it right and you do some sort of compromised version of it, it will lead you into illusion, into Maya, into confusion, into remaining even longer into this whole game of ego, of mind, of desires and lower tendencies. So the Tantric has the courage to walk this path that can lead you into complete illusion and going rounds on the carousel of life another 20 times extra, because the Tantric believes in the possibility of harnessing this energy, of taming the lion, of being able to continuously relate to that elevated aspect inside of us that wishes to engage with our beloved, full of love, full of consciousness and so forth, which then will lead towards a very fast path of liberation. For most people, the problem is that they have this beautiful wish to use this path, but they tend to apply the principles half. Now, this in the beginning is very normal because we are not enlightened yet. So as we start to transform on this path, there will be moments of compromise. There will be moments of, oh no, now I went for the sexual drive for 15 minutes and I didn't even notice. And now I'm very short before ejaculation, or I'm feeling so full of desire, I want to eat my beloved or something like that. And I get angry if they will not now penetrate me in whatever way. Okay, fine, fair enough. I can discover these things on a path of transformation that Tantra very much is, starting from where we are at and then walking forward, surely making some mistakes on the way and learning from them. So this is completely normal, that you would be on a path of transformation where not each experience will now be perfect, but will have some elements of the old ways in it, obviously. But the trouble with eroticism is that for many people, they will not put their trajectory very clearly. They will not very clearly go for, okay, the principle is this, I've learned it, this is the goal is enlightenment, godly eroticism, this sort of inner state, liberation like that. Now let's go along this trajectory forward. But it will much rather be whatever is sort of pleasurable now and is still sort of in the frame of what we could kind of call a path of tantric eroticism. And the temptation within the realm of the amorous fusion, also of the overall creative expression, sexual, erotic expressions of inside, the temptations are huge, because that energy inside of us is an energy that is driving life forward on this planet. It's an energy that makes us survive as a species. So it's extremely powerful within this common subconscious. It is powerfully dragging continuously towards sexual manifestation, as this is what we currently on this planet mostly have. So in the same way that you could be meditating for 20 years, but every time you meditate, you play a little bit with the phone. meditating mainly. But you're also playing a bit with the phone, and you're also daydreaming a little bit, like that. You will not achieve focus. It is just not possible to achieve the goal of proper meditation and focus if every meditation that you do, you also play a little bit with the phone. It's just not possible. It's not leading towards that goal. You're doing something that is not leading towards focus. Therefore, you will not get focus, no matter how many years you do it. And it's the same with Tantric Eroticism. You're doing something that sort of is like, but it's just a little bit of that. Yeah, it will just not lead you into that same direction. So we would very much invite you to check out your own sexuality, your own eroticism, and to start to understand, all right, from the behaviors that I manifest, the attitudes that I have, the inner experiences that I have, where am I at? How much do I experience eroticism? When do I experience sexuality? And where do I have the tendency to sort of compromise? Where am I on the trajectory? Even though I'm transforming, it's, I make my mistakes. That's what happens in meditation. You will also not have the mind completely clear and focused from moment one. That's completely fine. But I am on a trajectory that is going forward. I'm not like a fly in the room that makes many, many, many kilometers, but is basically reaching nowhere. But I'm having a clear goal and I'm moving on a clear trajectory forward. Make a bit of an analysis, a bit of a reflection upon this for yourself, so you understand a bit where you're at, so that all your wonderful efforts of being erotic and being open and being in love with life and in love with Shakti and in love with your beloved and so forth, to make them worthwhile and actually go somewhere and not just be eternal movements of desire and lower tendencies in the room. You can subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to receive notifications, and you can find a variety of lectures there and questions and answers. And also soon we wish to start more and more segments of answering to your questions, addressing aspects that you find relevant. So if you want to share with us what kind of subjects you find relevant, you can please write to us an email, Tantra Yoga Chiang Mai @gmail.com.
When it comes to the relationship between man and women, when it is polar, when it involves lovemaking or attraction or so forth, there are huge misunderstandings that lead to this feeling that couple relationship is the best and worst. And why is it one day the best, one day the worst? We understand partially. There are some things there. There's very big blind spots. We are taught so nicely other things, but this seems we just don't get it. Very, very few couples can stay and have like wonderful attraction, wonderful lovemakings after 20 years or after 30 years, whereas they can have very good heart-to-heart talk. Just many, many people get to. But when it comes to attraction and when it comes to couple relationship, we have huge misunderstandings that cause that people that really love each other often somehow enter states in which they hurt each other very, very much. So one of the purposes of this series of lectures would be to unveil what's actually going on. And we will aim to bring light into what's actually happening when there is attraction, when you flirt, when you kiss, when you make love, and understanding that, understanding this process and this mechanism will hopefully give you the tools to really connect and to really understand what's happening and therefore have a choice. Instead of entering very negative states with a person that you have a lot of attraction to, you will be able to understand and foresee and enter very, very wonderful states. Or, like Blandine said, you have very amazing states, but then it's just once. You had the most amazing lovemaking, and then you can't really repeat it, or you can repeat it pretty rarely. Yeah. So once we understand how these things work, we have at least the choice to do it right. So the key element here is that, or the element that we will touch today, is the feminine gift. Women can give a tremendous gift. When a woman is polarized, when a woman is put in a state where she feels erotically open, yeah, even if it's just a kiss, even if it's just a flirt, even if it's just an eye gaze, the woman starts building inside of her. She's like pregnant with a tremendous spiritual gift. This is what the Tantric texts tell us, and this is what we experience in our couple relationship, and what anyone can experience or can understand following these principles that we present now. So the woman has the capacity, or it's basically the feminine nature, when there is a very beautiful attraction and she feels open, also erotically. Well, basically it involves attraction and heart, attraction and love, which together bring erotic, yeah, the erotic side. So when she's open, when a woman is open erotically, we are speaking about a state in which there is attraction and love. And this state in which a woman is open to fuse, she's open to really interact, starts in her a kind of spiritual pregnancy, we can say, in which she starts first accumulating in her, and then bestowing upon the man and the couple relationship as a whole a tremendous gift. This gift, somehow intuitively, or somehow in the side of our visual field, we all know. You have seen how a couple acts after they had an erotic interaction. You see them, I don't know what, passing in the dining hall or coming to I don't know what event, and you see they just made such wonderful love. They are both glowing. Yeah? When people first fall in love, they often create the condition for the woman to give the feminine gift. And when they are in such states where the woman gives her feminine gifts, or the gift manifests, then both the lovers glow. They glow tremendously. All this Hollywood, we are in love, poetry, we are in love, all these comparisons, your eyes are like doves and all that, your hair is like a fountain, or I don't know what, all this poetic inspiration, artistic inspiration which rises from that is real. Yeah, on the tantric eyes, it's real. The woman actually manifests certain tremendous spiritual gifts. So when a woman is open erotically, she bestows both upon herself and upon her lover this miraculous spiritual gift that can be a tremendous happiness. It can be a vitality. Yeah, sometimes, oh, we made love all night and we're still fresh. It can give and empower the man's virility, the man's masculinity, and her own femininity. It can be something that is extremely healing, something that is very empowering, that's giving self-confidence, and in the high levels that gives ecstatic spiritual states. Mostly for herself, because many of the guys, they are not open to receive these ecstatic spiritual states. So women themselves, they give the gift, and in the process of giving the gift, especially if they have a tantric lover and they can make love longer, and there's love, and there's like half an hour, 1 hour, 3 hours of lovemaking, they can have astral projections or entering into all sorts of divine worlds, seeing godly visions and so forth, which can appear naturally when this combination of attraction and love is there with enough intensity for long enough. Now, the man's role is to assist in creating an environment in which the woman can give her gift.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on spirituality, Tantra and more.
And if you want to sign up for our online classes or for our retreats, you can see our website on the description below.